Hi, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today, where I'm working on yet another project for the 100-day project. As you can see, I've got some of this crafty clay on my desk, and I've just realised it's made by the same people that make the glue that I use, which is interesting. I've had this in my cupboard for a while, and I thought today I would give it a try. I'm just reading the bottom here because I wondered if I could colour this, but I might wait till it's dry to do it. Yes, so been in my cupboard, and I thought today I'll give it a try. This could be the first of those videos that I make and don't post because I'm, generally speaking, not very good at this sort of thing. Anyway, we'll see. So I've opened it. And this is it. It's supposed to be white. It looks a sort of a putty colour to me. So we'll open some up, and it says to make sure your hands are wet. I'm sure I read that somewhere. Work with damp fingers to shape the clay. There you go. All right. So I'll leave that there. I'm just going to take a little portion off this. So I don't know how much I'm going to need. Pardon the pun. We'll take that off, wrap this all up, and I've got some sealing material here too, just in case. But for now, we'll leave it like that, and I might pop it into this sealable box. So hopefully I've covered all the bases there. Okay, right, so it says need it. Okay, we'll do that. It suggests working on a glass surface, so I'm sorry if you're getting some reflection, but I am working off my glass mat. Okay, I'm going to pop that aside and cover it with a damp cloth. I feel a bit like I'm doing pastry here. I should be flouring the board. Now, I wondered if I could use one of these dolly pegs as a rolling pin. What do you reckon? Or just, let's try this to start it off and hope it doesn't stick to my board, which of course it does. Okay, right, we might take a bit more off. I think I should have got, have I got a knife? Got my craft knives. Oh, minimum roll. Oh no, not that one. Try one that's got a bit of blade left. About this one. Doesn't have much. Oh, disaster already. Okay. What if I work on the wet piece? I wonder if that works better. So I was thinking, sorry, I should have said this. What I was thinking was I could make some sort of dangles for the folder, for my everyday journal. I haven't made that sort of thing so far. And I've got these little cutters here. Let's see. Okay, what I'm going to do, when I've finished cutting them, I'm going to sit them on this plate and maybe, where's my stuff? Put them on some of this, which is a press and seal, it's called. Here we go. And we'll see if this works. Oops. So there's one. Now what I want to do is put a little hole in the top, and I'm going to use this, which is an embossing tool. That's there, we'll see. I wonder if that's gone all the way through. I think it has. Okay, so there's one. Okay. This could be one of those fast videos because I need to sort it out before everything's dry. Try and flatten them out so they're not too bulky. I was thinking this one. And what I wondered was, having done that, can I use these buttons to put a pattern in the centre? I almost feel like I need some cooking oil just to cover, make it easier to get that button back off. Let's see. Oh, there's my nail marks in there. I don't know whether I can get that out. What I might do is make that hole here. Put that on there. These take a while to dry, so we're not going to see the results today, I don't think. Okay, it's 2. I think I took too much out. I don't think I'm going to need anything like this amount. Yeah, I'm guessing you could do all kinds. You could maybe draw little patterns. Might try that. I also wondered about whether or not you could set something into here. I've got this piece of jewellery setting. Let's try this one. Or where's the other one? This one. This one is a bit smaller. Doesn't want to come out, this one. This could be a disaster. Oh, there it comes. Okay. Because I thought if we could set this in here, then we could add a gem once it's dry. This may not be very central. I'm going with it anyway. Yeah, I was just thinking, you know, a little gem in there could be quite nice. Let's put the hole there. That didn't go through. Yeah, that one did. Double check that first one went through. Yeah, it did. I actually quite like that idea. I'm just going to go and see if I've got more of those. I do. Let's take this. Better on this side. Yeah, it is a bit. Okay, let's go back to I think we'll do the heart again. Come on, out you come. Sorry, I'm concentrating now. So I've gone a bit silent. And actually, thinking about it, this might not be it's a very close-up sort of project, so it might not be very very good to watch, if you know what I mean. It might not be the best. I've got that one, which might be a bit big, or this one. But I need it down here a little bit more. Yeah. Just see if that will hold in there. And I'm not sure whether that hole is a bit close to the top, but we'll see. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So that's 4. We'll do another couple. Now I've got a little shell there. I thought that could be quite nice. Might need a little bit more clay for this one. Would that fit? Might do. Oops. Let's just see what that's like on the other side. Yeah, we'll go that side, I think. Where's my shell? Here it is. That one might be a bit heavy to sit on there. We'll see. Okay, and maybe we'll do a couple of plain ones. 2, 4, 5. Where's my lid? Let's try. These will be quite small, but that's not a bad thing. Check over. Yep. It's good. Oh. I've just realised this might be difficult to take out of the... Oh no, there it is. Here's another. Said I'd do plain, didn't I? I did about setting one of these in. Oh, no, stick to the plan. Just do a plain one. Because I'd like to try and colour them, but I think I'm going to have to wait till they're dry to do that. So if they hold the gems or the bits that we put in, you could actually drop in sequins, beads, all sorts. Now, I was lucky with the first one. It came out very easily. This one possibly won't. It's not looking very promising, is it? Right. See. Oh dear. Oh dear. This one looks a bit sad. And my fingers are sticking to it now. Okay. There we go. Well, that being the case, what about... Let's try... Okay, there's one. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that might do me. Right, so now they have to dry. So there we go, we've got 8 there. And I will leave them on my other table to dry. That looks dreadful. Come on, let's change that. Don't like that one. We'll give it the hanging hole in the top. And then what will we use? No. If I'm going to do that, you need 2 really, don't you? I think we'll just leave that one round. Hey, I've got a heart. Could do that. Try and push that in. See how that goes. I can feel it drying on my hands already. So it says it takes 24 hours to dry properly. So we'll give it 24 hours. Okay, I'm going to turn it off, turn the camera off for a moment, and I will be back. So what I thought I'd do now, while I was flapping around, I had a pile of scrap paper and card on my desk. And I tend to put it there. When I cut off pieces, I put them at the back of my desk and then stamp on them to make labels, or small pieces to use in collage. So I was doing a bit of that. And these 3 pieces I want to hang on to. These need to go somewhere safe. Put them up there for now. What I thought we'd do is collage another page in my journal, and it's this page here. And look what I found. One more piece of that paper bag I stamped. Can you believe it? So I'm definitely going to use that today. That is the last piece. Definitely. I think I said that last time, but hey ho. Okay, so if you remember, this was the last page, and it has this frame and a butterfly that hangs over the page. And because that's just very plain, I thought what we'd do is we'd collage this page and perhaps add this piece of ruffled brown paper bag on the end of the page that will cover some of this white. I could also just sponge the edge of that, I guess. She says, picking up her sponge. And that would help a little bit. Okay. Oh, I'm really sore. I've got a really sore arm today. We had our flu jabs yesterday, would you believe? And because I've got a problem with my left arm, I said, oh no, put it in my right. And the flu jab goes right at the top of your shoulder, of your arm, up close to your shoulder. I've got to tell you, last night, I didn't know what to do with myself. I couldn't pull anything up over my head. My arm was so sore. I didn't have a particularly good night's sleep last night. And today, every time I stretch that arm out, it is sore. So, and I'd asked the guy, we went to the chemist to get our jabs. And I said to him, any ill effects? You know, am I going to get like flu-like symptoms? No, he said, nothing. He said, the only thing is you will have a slightly sore arm. Slightly. My goodness. Anyway, it's all for the good, I'm telling myself. My husband says I'm nesh, which is weak. Never mind. Right, so we're going to collage that page. I've got a bit of napkin. Not napkin. What's that? Doily. That I plan to use. And I also plan to use this stamp, which is a darkroom door stamp. And it is a postcard. Now, I may not use the whole thing because that's quite big for my page, but I will use a portion of it. And this is my new precision stamping board. And let me tell you, I love it. I really do. It's the perfect size. And I've used it a few times. And I'm very happy with it. I bought this from an online craft store here in Australia, girls. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll tell you who it was. It was not expensive in comparison to some of them. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Right. Actually, let's do it the right way around. Let's do it this way. I put tape on my magnets to help me because I keep forgetting and attaching them to each other, which is a bit painful. Right, that can't go there. That's got to come down. So that's about where I want it. And I'm going to, because it's going opposite this page, I thought I'd stamp it in orange. We'll see what it looks like. I'm into orange at the moment. Can you tell? My last couple of pages have been orange. Right, let's see if that's enough ink on there. I might give that one more go. It's not too bad, but I think once more will probably do it. And because I've got it up close to that corner, that probably wasn't a great idea. Never mind. There we go, that's much better. So that's my stamped image. I'll just lift that off. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Where's my wet? There it is. Just give this a quick wipe. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look at a design. We want this down the side here. I'd quite like to have that here. Now I want a bit of this postcard, not necessarily all of it. So what I'll do is I will trim around this first. Actually, I'm going to tear. Oh, the other good news I have is I went to order my new computer yesterday. Unbeknownst to me, you have a choice of colour. Did you know that? With the new iMac, you have a choice of colour. And I think the colours were blue, green, pink, and silver. So of course I dithered. And because they didn't have them in our local store, they're bringing it in from another one. And I said, I looked at the colours and I thought the green looked a bit pale tealy colour. So I've ordered that, but I said to him, if I don't like it, can I change my mind? And he very kindly said yes. He said, what would you change it to? I said, pink. Oh dear. So yeah, hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have my desktop back, or a desktop. Right, so this is the piece, the main image. I've got these that, as I say, I have trimmed out. No, I don't like the black. Should have done more in that colour, shouldn't I? Rats. Okay, so off camera I've played around with the collage for this page rather than you have to sit through me messing around. I changed it quite a few times actually. I've glued the ruffle down and I've added some of this twine, baker's twine, which is in a sort of a brown and creamy white colour. And I've sponged most of the pieces. All right, so I think my postcard needs to be trimmed down a little bit. And this needs to go on. So I'll just take, I want to slip that underneath the ruffle. So I need to take off about that much. I'm thinking. sorry, I'm probably out of frame before. I tried to keep it up above the bottom of my cutting board, but that was certainly too far. Okay, now this one is next. And the last piece, which is a postage stamp, but it's actually from an album, so it's attached to a piece of paper from the album, which is fine, I don't mind. It's just another little element for that page. There we go. Okay, so that's it, our collage page for day 96, I believe. Hope you like that one. Just a simple collage using stamped elements, scraps that we've stamped on to use them up. The image here is from, Ruby and Pearl XO. It's one of her vintage images. A postage stamp. And I think that piece came from Viber Vintage. Okay. All right, that's me for today. I hope you can join me in the next video where hopefully I'll have some clay dangles to share with you. Okay, until then, bye.